Ticket to Ride is a railway-themed German-style board game designed by Alan Moon, illustrated by Julien Delval and Cyrille Daujean, published in 2004 by Days of Wonder. The game is also known as Zug Zug, Les Aventuriers du Rail, Aventureros al Tren, Wsiąść du pociągu, and Menolippu. The game won the 2004 Spiel des Jahres, the Origins Award for Best Board Game of 2004, the 2005 Diana Jones Award, the 2005 as Daujean de l'Honneur copyright, and placed second in the Schweizer Spielepreis for family games. Ticket to Ride, Europe won the 2005 International Gamers Award. As of August 2008, over 750,000 copies of the game have been sold according to the publisher. As of October 2014, reported numbers are over 3 million copies, with retail sales of over $150 million. Gameplay: at the beginning of the main game, players are dealt 4 train car cards as their playing hand. They are also dealt 3 destination ticket cards, each of which shows a pair of cities on the map. These become goals, representing 2 endpoints which players are secretly attempting to connect. The player must keep at least 2 of these destination cards and discard unwanted tickets to the bottom of the stack, if any. Once kept, a destination ticket may not be discarded for the rest of game. Each player also selects a group of 45 colored train pieces with a matching scoring marker. Each turn, the player has to choose from 3 options: draw 2 railway car cards in various colors from the draw piles, or draw 3 additional destination ticket cards and keep at least 1, or play their collected railway car cards from their hand to claim routes on the board, which is a map of the United States and southern Canada, and place the corresponding number of train pieces from their store on the claimed route, thereby earning points. Note: a player may only execute one of the options above per turn. The routes are of varying lengths, and each discrete route marked on the board can be claimed by only a single player. Some cities are connected by 2 parallel routes that can each be claimed by a different player. The same player may not claim both parallel routes between 2 adjacent cities. Longer routes are worth progressively more points than shorter routes. For example, a route of length 4 is worth more than 2 routes of length 2. On his or her turn, a player can claim any route anywhere on the board that has not already been claimed, regardless of whether the route helps to complete his or her destination tickets. The routes score points by themselves, as mentioned above, but routes not connected to a player's destination do not help him or her in reaching the destination or completing his or her destination ticket. The game ends when one player has exhausted or nearly exhausted his or her supply of colored train pieces. When this occurs, every player then plays 1 additional turn, after which they each reveal their previously hidden destination tickets. Additional points are awarded for having successfully connected the destinations on the cards, whereas points are subtracted for any incomplete tickets. A 10-point bonus is awarded to the player who has the longest continuously connected set of routes, not including branches. Spin-offs: since the game's release in 2004, Days of Wonder has released 3 additional standalone board games, 1 card game, and multiple electronic game versions. Board games == Europe. Released in 2005, Ticket to Ride, Europe takes place on a map of Europe as it was at the turn of the 20th century. The game includes 2 new types of route: ferry routes, which require locomotive cards to be played when claiming them, and tunnel routes, which add an element of risk and chance to the game. This version has 6 designated long route destination tickets, therefore the distribution of destination tickets at the beginning is different as compared to the base game. Each player is dealt 4 destination tickets, 1 of which is a long ticket, and must keep at least 2. Each player is also given 3 train stations, which allow a player to sacrifice points to use a route already claimed by another player. This allows each player an additional option during their turn. They may choose to discard a matching set of train car cards and play a station on top of any open city. For their first station they must discard a single card, for the second station they must discard a set of 2 matching cards, and for their final station they must discard a set of 3 matching cards. Any unplayed station is worth 4 points at the end of the game. Ma Currency RKLIN, Days of Wonder released Ticket to Ride, Ma Currency RKLIN in 2006, based on a map of Germany. Ma Currency RKLIN is a German toy company, best known for model railways and technical toys. Whereas railway car cards of each type in the previous games were identical, the cards in Ticket to Ride, Ma Currency RKLIN each show a different image of Ma Currency RKLIN rolling stock. While this has no impact on actual play, it provides additional theme and flavor. The game adds passengers and goods as a new point-scoring mechanism. This allows each player to place up to 3 passengers in cities when establishing routes between them. At any later point in time, players can then choose to move their passenger, causing the passenger to traverse a set of connected points, collecting available point tokens at each city which is visited. Doing so consumes the passenger, which is then removed from the game. Because the point tokens themselves are removed as they're collected, doing this early in the game earns tokens of high value, while doing so later in the game tends to traverse longer routes. This version of the game also uses 2 different type of locomotive wildcards. In addition to the standard type, there are +4 locomotives, which can only be used as wildcards on routes of at least length 4. The upside of this is that these locomotives can be freely selected from the available face-up cards without counting as a double draw. Nordic countries. In late October 2007, Days of Wonder released a local version of Ticket to Ride in the Nordic countries of Denmark, Sweden, Finland and Norway. While it was initially intended to be sold only in these countries, this version also became available in English, French and German. The Gamabad is located in the Nordic countries, including part of Russia and Estonia. It includes ferry routes and tunnels, like Ticket to Ride, Europe. Players only receive a set of 40 colored train pieces for this version and is playable by 2 or 3 players only. Card game equals. Ticket to Ride, the card game. The card game was released in the summer of 2008 and includes a similar artistic style and theme, and general game mechanism of set collection. The card game is playable in €30 minutes and supports 2 to 4 players. Players start with 1 locomotive card and 7 other random train cards in their hand. Players are also dealt 6 destination tickets of which they must keep at least 1. The destination tickets have 1 to 5 colored dots which match the colors of the train cards. In order to complete a destination ticket, players must move cards from their hand, to their rail yard, and finally to their on-the-track stack. During play, players can train rob another player, by playing more of a specific color, than their opponent is in their rail yard. When the train card draw piles are exhausted, the players use the train cards in their on-the-track stack to complete their destination tickets, by matching the colored train cards with the colored dots on the destination tickets. Completed tickets are added to the player's score, while uncompleted tickets are subtracted. Additional bonus points are awarded to players who complete the most tickets to the 6 big cities: Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and Seattle. Computer games equals. Ticket to Ride, online. Ticket to Ride and most expansions can be played online at Days of Wonder's website. A 4-game free trial subscription is available. Ticket to Ride, the computer game. Days of Wonder has also released a computer game for Microsoft Windows, Apple OS X, and Linux which allows players to play the original game. Ticket to Ride, Europe, Ticket to Ride, Switzerland and Ticket to Ride, USA 1910 expansions are available as purchasable enhancements to the game. Ticket to Ride, XBOX Live Arcade. The XBOX Live Arcade version was released on June 25, 2008, and supports play with up to 5 people on XBOX Live or 4 people on the same console, and can utilize the XBOX Live Vision Cam. Ticket to Ride, iPad. The iPad version was released on May 18, 2011, and supports play with up to 5 people using the Game Center or Days of Wonder-owned servers. Its offline mode originally only supported a single player with up to 4 computer players. However, Pass and Play was added later. This version was released with 3 additional extensions available for purchase and download. Ticket to Ride, Europe. Ticket to Ride, Switzerland. And Ticket to Ride, USA 1910, which itself includes 3 separate game modes. The iPad version of Ticket to Ride was named the 2011 Digital Game of the Year by the Danish Guldbricken Awards, which referred to the game as a Euro-OEV exemplar of how a board game makes the leap to the digital world without compromise. The iPad version dazzles with its superb finish, easy availability and unparalleled expandability, as well as the ability to play on just the iPad or over the Internet. Ticket to Ride Pocket, the iPhone version was released on November 16, 2011, which is a simplified version of the iPad game. Online play was added as an update on February 2, 2012, and users can also play a multiplayer game on a local network via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. The iPhone version now offers expansion packs as in-app purchases. Expansions, the expansion packs build on the original game. Some come with new map boards and can only be played if the gamers have either the original Ticket to Ride or Ticket to Ride, Europe, while others are add-ons that increase the strategy or dynamics of any full game version. Add-on expansions equals Mystery Train. The Mystery Train expansion for the original Ticket to Ride was released in 2004 as a free giveaway in the December edition of Game Trade magazine and at the Spiel 2004 Game Festival in Essen, Germany. The expansion cards are also available as a free download from the official site, or may frequently be purchased on eBay. Mystery Train includes a total of 12 cards, 4 short destination cards, Vancouver to Portland, Boston to Washington, Winnipeg to Omaha, and Montreal to Chicago. 5 character cards, Station Agent, Tycoon, Engineer, and Inspector. A blank card for players to create their own unique character card. 2 rule cards explaining the expansion. The new destination and character cards are shuffled into the destination ticket deck after players have drawn their initial destination cards. While the destination cards simply function as normal destinations, the characters each have special rules associated with them. Engineer cards can be played to allow the player to search the entire destination ticket deck and select a desired destination. The remaining character cards provide various score bonuses at the end of the game if certain conditions are fulfilled. USA 1910, the second expansion for the original game released in 2006, Ticket to Ride, USA 1910, contains large format reprints of all the cards from the original deck, including 4 routes with revised point values. Additionally, the expansion adds 35 new destination tickets, a new 15-point Globetrotter bonus card for the most completed tickets, and the 4 destination tickets from the long-out-of-print Mystery Train expansion. Released at the 2006 Essen Game Festival, it also includes 3 new ways to play Ticket to Ride, which include, 1910, play using only the 35 new destination tickets with the 1910 logo in the corner, as well as using the Globetrotter bonus card instead of the longest route bonus. The Mega Game, play using all 69 destination tickets and both bonus cards. Big Cities, play using the 35 destination tickets that connect to one of 7 big cities, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and Seattle. Dice Expansion, the Ticket to Ride Dice expansion, compatible with any map, was released in 2008. Instead of drawing train car cards, players roll dice and use them to claim routes, take destination tickets, or perform other actions. Tunnel dice are used instead of drawing cards when players try to build tunnels in maps that include them. Europa 1912. On September 9, 2009, Days of Wonder announced that the Ticket to Ride Europa 1912 expansion was expected to be released on October 22 in Europe and October 28 in the USA. The expansion includes 101 destination tickets, the 46 original tickets, plus 55 new ones that enables 3 new variants to the Ticket to Ride, Europe map, Europe Expanded, play with the 19 new regular destination tickets as well as the original 46 destination tickets. Mega Europe, play using all 55 new destination tickets as well as the 46 original destination tickets. Big Cities of Europe, play using the 45 destination tickets which connect to the 9 big European cities, Angora, Athena, Berlin, London, Madrid, Moskva, Paris, Roma, and Wien. Europa 1912 also introduces warehouses and depots, a Euro 2 new game elements that brings a new layer of strategy to any version of Ticket to Ride. During the game, train cards are added to the various warehouses. Players who build a route to a city that includes a depot can collect the train cards stored in the warehouse of matching color, making them an important part of any strategy. Alvin and Dexter. The Alvin and Dexter expansion can be used on any version of the game. Alvin and Dexter are placed on different cities just prior to the start of gameplay. When Alvin or Dexter occupy a city, it is said to be in chaos, and no routes can be claimed into or out of the city until the monster is moved. Any player may move Alvin or Dexter on their turn provided they discard 1 or 2 locomotive cards and can move the monster up to 3 cities away for each locomotive card discarded. Players collect Alvin or Dexter cards when they move one of the monsters, and additional bonus points are awarded to the player who moves the monster the most during the game. Destination ticket points are cut in half for tickets with the city occupied by Alvin or Dexter at the end of the game. Halloween Freighter, released in October 2012, the Halloween Freighter expansion is a set of Halloween-themed trains and stations that can be used to replace one of the train sets from any Ticket to Ride game. Character Score Markers, released in 2013, this is a set of specially shaped scoring markers in 8 different colors, that can be used with any expansion. Europa Orient Express, released at Essen in 2015, this expansion to Ticket to Ride Europe adds additional destination tickets along the Orient Express which can be shuffled in with your other destination tickets when playing Ticket to Ride Europe. Board expansions Switzerland, Ticket to Ride, Switzerland, originally released as part of the computer game, was released as a board game expansion in 2007. The game features several changes. The first is that it only uses 40 train markers. The second is that locomotive cards may only be used for tunnels. Lastly, some routes end at specific national borders rather than cities. This version is out of print and not currently available, but has been re-released as part of the Map Collection 2 described below. Map Collection 1, Team Asia and Legendary Asia, released in 2011, Map Collection 1 featured 2 different Asia maps. Legendary Asia, designed by Frana Section Noir Valentin, paired with Alan Amoon's Team Asia. The Legendary Asia map has ferry routes, similar to the Europe version, but also adds the new mountain route element. To claim these mountain routes, players must discard an additional train piece to the mountain crossing area for an additional 2 points. The bonus in this version is 10 points for the player who connects the most cities together via connected routes and branches. The Team Asia map is designed for 4 or 6 players divided into 2 or 3 teams of 2 players. With the addition of 9 trains per color, each team has 54 trains split equally between the 2 members, 27 each. Teammates sit next to each other and play sequentially. Each player has his or her own train cards and destination tickets, but each team also has an additional set of shared train cards and destination tickets placed in a common holder so both members can see them. Teammates are not allowed to discuss gameplay or strategy between themselves, but must try to complete their personal destination tickets as well as the shared ones. Train cards can be used from both your own hand and the common teamed hand, but not from your teammate's personal hand to claim a route. Teammates score together but must play with only their own 27 trains, they cannot play their teammates' trains. Players also have one additional option for their turn. They may use their whole turn to transfer 2 destination tickets from their personal hand to the team's shared hand. The tunnels in this version are marked with a 4, 5, or 6. The player who wants to claim a tunnel route, must draw additional train cards equal to the number on the route, instead of just 3 as in the Europe version. Map Collection 2, India and Switzerland, released in 2011, Map Collection 2 featured one India-themed map, designed by Ian Vincent, with the reverse being a re-release of the by then out-of-print Switzerland expansion. The India map is for 2 to 4 players and includes ferry routes. The mandala bonus is earned by connecting the two cities on one of your destination tickets by two completely distinct routes. Players can earn 5 additional points in this way for the first 2 tickets, and 10 points each for the third, fourth and fifth tickets for a maximum of 40 bonus points. The Switzerland map plays exactly as described above. Map Collection 3, Heart of Africa, released in December 2012. Map Collection 3 contains a map of Central and Southern Africa for 2 to 5 players. Along with destination ticket cards, this expansion also includes terrain cards which can double the points earned for a route under certain conditions. The terrain cards match up to the corresponding route colors: yellow, orange, and red for savanna desert routes, green, blue, and purple for jungle forest routes, and black, white, and gray for mountain cliff routes. Map Collection 4, Nederland, released in 2013. Map Collection 4 contains a map of the Netherlands for 2 to 5 players. This expansion includes bridge toll tokens used in addition to the train car cards to pay the toll marked on each route when claiming it. Bonuses are given at the end of the game for the player with the most bridge toll tokens left in their stash. Map Collection 5, United Kingdom and Pennsylvania, released in 2015. Map Collection 5 contains a map of the United Kingdom for 2 to 4 players and on the reverse side a map of Pennsylvania. In the United Kingdom expansion, only the 1 and 2 length around London are available. Players must use locomotive cards to buy technology cards to allow them to claim longer routes and other routes further away from London. In the Pennsylvania expansion, routes are marked with railroad icons. When a player claims a route, he may also claim a stock share card from company represented by the icon on the route. Players with stock shares score additional points at the end of the game. The more shares, the more points. Unofficial expansions. Fans of Ticket to Ride have created their own boards and destination tickets for this game, which can be printed for private use, and played with the original wagons and train cards. Links to unofficial expansions can be found in the external links section. Reception. Mike Fitzgerald calls Ticket to Ride a game that I never tire of, one that lends itself well to the many expansions that Days of Wonder have released. The design principles it uses are all simple and have been done before, but they have never been put together in a game as compelling as Ticket to Ride. Awards and honors. References. External links. Days of Wonder's Ticket to Ride site, Ticket to Ride and the Ticket to Ride series at Board Game Geek, a list of fan-produced maps and variants at Natural Games.